we start the prayer?
You say I have to pray.
Sashi Pugi Jushi Metokam Rirabling Shi Ninde Genpadi Sangye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi Yokun Namdak Shingla Juparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami Sangye Chirang Tsoki Chognamla Changshu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chenyen Gibe Sanamki Jola Benchir Sangye Duparsho Sangye Chidang Soki Choknamla Janju Bardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chenyen Gibe Sanamki Jola Benchir Sangye Duparsho Sangye Chidang Soki Choknamla Jangshu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sanamki Jola Benchir Sangye Druparsho. Cool, man. First question, easy question. Right? Uh-huh.
One Gunsum and 3 J-Pox.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They are, well, what's Gunsum for the class? Direct perception. What are the 3 J-Pox?
Rigi Nurto.
Nice.
Nurto Pirikpa. I think I played backwards.
It'll come up.
And the one by convention.
Logic, authority, and convention.
Bam!
Yeah, man.
Boom, boom, boom. Alright, yeah. Reasoning, scriptural authority, and convention. Here's something funner. What witty remark does Gyaltsab make regarding the idea that if a mind possesses a discrepancy between what it sees and what is real, then that mind cannot have valid perception? It's witty.
Oh, yeah.
Clever. For
Something
those
like
of
a
you.
sheep being shorn in a field or something.
Nope. Nothing about that.
No, I just made that up.
I like it
I
though.
can't
You
remember.
cannot say there's a discrepancy because you are using
He's along the you're
the
going the right way.
the thing to
How can,
decide.
how can you say that there's a discrepancy in that ability to have a valid perception, and yet you're talking from the thing that is
It's hard to put it. It's hard to put in words, right?
You're using logic to establish that you can't use logic.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to put it. I said it. I finally said it like this. Me and Aaron decided in the car. Are you using conventional perception to prove that the mind cannot have conventional perception? Okay. If there is no conventional perception, what does that imply about the Arya path?
that we don't. There's no tongue one. There's no tongue one.
Well, yeah, and specifically, do you remember what he said?
No.
I thought that is what he said.
Close.
Specifically.
I guess not specifically.
I guess not. I thought I did.
Yeah. He says, there's no point in making efforts toward it because there's nothing that you can do with the senses that you have that could help you get there. So he says making efforts toward it. He says pak bam bap or something like that. Paplung bap me. Okay, here's some Tibetan words. Tawa penpa. This is a weird phrase tonight.
Any hint?
Yeah, it's you guys know what a Tangir is, right?
Implication.
Tangir?
It's an absurd.
Yeah, good. And Pempa, you know what it means?
Projecting.
Yeah, so
An absurd projection.
the thing projected by it's the absurd thing projected by your implied by your
Absurd.
ridiculous idea.
Implication.
I see.
Yeah, Tawa Pempa. I don't know how common that is. Is that common, Geshe-la?
Fairly common.
Okay.
The thing projected by your parentheses ridiculous idea. All right.
Or implied by. Oh, projected by.
Yeah, projected because Pempa.
I think projected by.
But implied by, I think, is
I see.
equally.
Uh-huh.
This one's for Ben. Wangpo dekon na ni chupe tema.
Don't tell me. Oh, I
Dude,
see
you
it.
just.
Okay. Yeah, well, just by the power of that logic based, just by the by your analysis of the power of the thing
established
itself.
by your mind and your mind alone.
Established by the power of the thing.
And the thing alone.
Yeah.
Deductive valid perception. It's just the way that they say deductive valid perception.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's other ways they say it too, right? That's just
Yeah.
one
I'm
way.
sure there's 16 of them.
Yeah. And I told this one we keep getting.
Sorry, these are hard.
No,
This
it's
one's
good.
Tunnan.
What the appearance agrees with. No.
Correct appearance.
I can't remember,
Oh boy.
so I can't give any hints. It's very close to what it sounds like, but there's another meaning. Tunnan. It's a. Oh yeah, I remember.
Nadia hint.
Okay, so it's like Tun is accordance, right?
Yeah.
Naga's appearance. Do you know what it is?
No, I know.
It's accordance appearance, but what does that mean?
Oh,
Like,
things.
The thing
Oh,
accords
non-dual.
it.
No, between
The
two.
thing is,
When two people have the perception, like two people share share a perception, like we're having the same perception.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
got to be two people.
Common ground.
Oh, common ground.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We can't have common ground because you're thinking of a self-existent door when I say door chucha.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Yeah. These were the most sexy ones.
Yeah. Hubba hubba.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
And then, as requested,
That Tunnan.
guess I did this in the last 20 minutes of your class.
You guys check it.
Okay, I made a. This had not been bibliographied yet. Dignaga's Compendium on Valid Perception. So I'll put this in the Dropbox immediately. Dignaga's. Ben, do you know?
Why is it ding?
Yeah, so that's. Oh, there's 3 ends. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a lot of
Yeah.
Start a footnote.
One
with
for
a-
Nick.
Nick, I probably wouldn't start a footnote with a number
Yeah, I agree.
because it comes right after a number. That may be confusing.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then, so I had a Sanskrit. Alright, man, do I still
How
have it
big
pulled
is
up?
the book, bud?
It's 1A to 13A, 13 pages.
How many folios?
13.
Oh, I see. Do we do that?
Isn't that how we do it?
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't write the number of folios at the end.
I think we
We
write
do
it.
that for Tibetan books, right?
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Right,
Some books.
right.
Cool.
And then,
There
yeah.
should be a space after the FF period
What
in
was
your
your-
footnote.
Oh, thank you. Leave it to Utpal to catch those little
Missing
things.
spaces.
She's
and
like,
there
"What?"
should be a period at the end of that sentence.
Which one?
The footnotes.
The one that you're in.
Oh, here?
There should be
That's
two
interesting.
spaces
So
after.
should there be a period after convention?
Yes.
Okay, so those both have periods?
You could, if you wanted to, put in. Although that's a complex sentence, so I would leave it there and then have the C in a separate statement.
Okay.
There should be
And
two
then, to be
spaces.
honest with you guys, I just put the
And there
whole.
should be another space before C,
Yeah.
as Jigme noticed.
So we're now putting.
I just put the whole book. Probably I have to look at the text and figure out exactly which page he's
Probably a good
discussing
idea.
this on.
We're
And
also,
I just didn't have time to do that. So.
we're also now putting ACIP before the ACIP number.
Right,
Which I
right.
know
Which
because
we
I got
just
told to fix that.
decided. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Even
Also
six
in the
footnote.
bibliography.
Yeah. Great.
Do we put a comma after C? Bibliography entry number, blah blah, comma, ECIP? I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
Maybe he did in some
Oh,
early
I
bibliography.
think we had I think we do have
In
a
the
comma
footnote, not
after
in
in
the
the footnote,
bibliography.
right? After S9, it's S9 comma ACIP.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure that's how we've done it.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I think I've seen it as a Damka amongst Geshe Michaels.
Right.
I think I've seen it both ways.
Okay.
So you should probably add an extra space before the first letter in the title in your bibliography entry.
Okay. And then I had a question about this
How'd you get the date on Dignaga?
from ACI course 4.
Do you want to give it, an @ symbol since Geshe-la hasn't yet had a chance to go through and finalize dates for these?
Oh, are we doing that even for dates that we feel pretty
I don't know. It's something we talked about yesterday that we had some, but we hadn't necessarily sat down and come up with a final for a list of dates based on the lineage prayers.
Okay.
I don't know.
So-
With the summer, I would ask him, but he's
But in
busy
that
just
case, then
now.
we're just going to review all dates. So I don't even see. There's no point in putting at symbols on all of them. We're going to fix every date in the bibliographies.
Okay, well then why are you putting a percentage sign in front of your bibliography entry?
Because they're all. Because Geshe Michael told me to.
And you don't have to listen to me.
Scriptural authority.
Yeah, we could. Geshe, do you want? Are we putting @ signs on all dates?
Well, not the Tibetan authors' dates, because we know them.
Or just Sanskrit authors?
Yeah, mostly Sanskrit authors.
Mostly, including.
Until we can work them out. The only ones I really believe in
salt
is
mostly.
200 AD for Nagarjuna, 350 for for Arya Sangha and Vasabandhu.
I looked up.
Shantideva said around 750.
I mean, the C makes Dignaga.
Anyone except for the most famous people is questionable.
Dignaga?
I don't happen to know off the top of my head. I think I did figure it out in the,
You
in
did.
the logic course.
You did.
I mean, it's just before Master Dharma Kirti.
True.
Well, then,
And there's a C there, which I guess means circa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would tend to just leave it at that. All the references online that I saw said 450 AD, but I went with your choice of 440. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm sure that he probably lived through that whole decade then.
composed this book at 9.
Back then, guys were smart. It
died.
was crazy.
Tragic.
I did have a question about Dignaga in Sanskrit. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Here. With this, can you see that?
Yeah.
That star? The
Yeah.
asterisk? What is that represented by in diacritics? Because I just put this because I wasn't sure.
That's the
No,
girl.
the N goes on top, not underneath.
It's the dot on top?
The dot on top. Not
Or is it the NEA on top?
No.
No.
That's NY.
Oh.
Digna.
We have
Nah.
So how do you make that dot on top?
It's
Alt option
special
Z or
Alt
something?
W or Alt E, I forget which.
Got
There
it.
you go,
W. Oops. Boom. Up. W. Digna. There we go.
Wow, is that really how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's we go back to the ACI. Here's Lokesh Chandra. I can't zoom in on Gopher.
That's what he seems to say.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, guess
Yeah.
I've stalled as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
Do we capitalize the
Oh.
joke and long or just
Ah,
joke?
that's a good question.
I think it's just joke,
Just joke.
and I think
It's
it should be
Hyphenated.
hyphenated.
Yeah. Even. Yeah. Totally. Choke. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay. And then those Payataks, we just capitalized the first letter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Here's something else interesting. If you want me to stall for another minute, because
You don't have to stall. Alright. Whenever you're done, let me know.
Well, here's a question.
Indeed.
In the title of this baby, Pramana Samuchaya Nama Prakarana. So Prakarana comes after Nama. So I left it off the title when I put it in my bibliography entry. But I wasn't sure how
If Nama's not at the end, you have to keep it.
keep Nama and then keep the Prakarana.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll fix that too. Cool, that's good to
Don't
know.
trust the Tibetan Sanskrit at all. Always look it up in Lokesh Chandra. He is a good scholar.
Yeah.
And I've rarely seen a mistake. And you never heard me say that about anybody.
No, I was really.
Yeah.
Kind of struggling
He's
intensely.
really good.
Boss, I think it's
Yeah,
Prakata
he's
in
really
real.
good.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it was
It was a lowercase n.
Which is the dot underneath.
right. Okay,
X maybe.
got it. Yeah. And then there's this Prakarana, right? This is a long A.
I'd have to look again.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
pretty sure it is. God, I don't know. I'll check later. Just not to use so much time.
Ben, did you find a list of the special characters for diacritics?
There is a list somewhere. I mean,
So then again, so then I would leave the Sheja Wei Rab Tu Jepa in the Tibetan.
Yeah, exactly.
Sheja Wei Rab Tu Jepa.
Extended to ABC.
What do you guys think? Sheja is a hyphen?
Sheja.
Sheja Wei.
Sheja. 3. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
3 syllable.
Oh, I wouldn't put the hyphen after the share.
You wouldn't?
Myself, no.
Sheja. Sheja. Yeah.
It's not a word, share.
Shejawa is not a word? Okay.
She. And then
She.
Jawa.
Okay.
We'll see. Well, I can see if the boss has done this.
And then maybe the boss will.
Wait, let's see. We need to have a vote. It sounds so familiar to me that I.
Well,
He
yeah,
used to
it's a phrase.
does-
Yeah, I know.
It's not a
3
word.
syllables.
3 syllables?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping it.
It's our standard. It looks like.
3 syllables
is?
wins.
Yeah.
And that's how you do a bibliography entry. Okay, I'm ready. For you to take over the plane, Mr. Gibbs. I can stall a little bit more.
You distinctly told us not to
So,
stall.
is there a way
No,
to make this AD shorter or just use a smaller font? Yeah, I just used a smaller
I don't
font.
think it gets a. Yeah.
No, it's hit font.
There's a special way to do it?
Yeah, hit format, hit
Oh, you
font,
did
hit
use small
small caps.
Oh, drop cap, this thing?
Small caps.
No,
Small
small
caps.
caps.
Small.
Go to font, first in the list.
Uh-huh. Wait, so maybe I should put it back to the
Yes. that'd be
put it
a
back
good
to the
idea.
regular side. I'm glad I asked this question.
I thought you were teasing.
No, I was being serious. I was doing this while Geshe-la was teaching, so I was like, sorry, Geshe-la. I didn't want to disappoint you
And then
guys
Probably
Is
here.
there
should
effects?
get called out in front of
Oh.
everyone like me. It could be
Click
worse.
small caps, which you already have.
Say,
Oh yeah, it's already clicked. That's why I was confused. I did look at this.
Say okay and see what
Say
happens.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
It already considered. So that was the first thing I tried. And then I thought maybe there was some special.
And you're intelligent and
I
type.
sure am. Maybe it's because I need to update my version of Microsoft Word.
No.
I'm putting it back to 10 for now. You guys are no help.
I wouldn't do that. Instead, let's
Right.
figure out how to fix it.
Well, I want to translate some text today. I know what you mean, Bets.
Leave it to your editor.
I know. I leave it to you. Chigme, by the way, can we talk sometime like after the term about making sure I have the right version of Word and all
Alright,
that
well,
stuff
like he's
that
really
we bought?
desperate now.
Oh, I understand.
Let's sing. Chati di nyen ta, konghachi, rele dangire.
So how are things?
Chati di. That means this end.
Oh, you can put me on and I'll.
No, you have to.
Okay. Okay. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I got a good teaching on the eight features of the. There's 8 features of Prasangika. He has 10.
Right.
He calls them the 10 differences between Prasangika and the Rangyupa. But there's a list of 8, and they're very famous. So I'm just gonna find it. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
No need to apologize.
We like it. We're into it.
So people keep referring to this, and I want it. Okay, Telngir Be Tumomoya Bekeja Geki Sinti. Lecture notes taken on the subject of the 8 special features which are unique to the Prasangika. His
Wow.
list of 10 has derived from that. So Kappa mentions this book.
Uh-huh.
So it must have been before him. Or maybe he wrote it. Maybe somebody can go into reference into Mingzi or Sheter
Okay.
and try to find it for me. Or you could try TBRC. Okay, what you're looking for is there.
What are we looking at, right? Is this,
Tiang Gyur Wei Tumo Mayambe Kechi Geki Sinti. Look for Sinti near Kechi Geki.
Oh.
Or Kechi Geki Sinti. Okay. Kecha means unique features. Ke means 8.
Did you just correct
Sinti
that?
means the
Sorry.
notes taken by somebody. They must be famous because people keep mentioning them.
Tongirwe.
When you're really
Yeah.
desperate, write Art Engel. And I did already.
Right,
I didn't get an answer yet.
That'd be pretty fast.
Rinpoche taught it to us, and I cannot remember where it comes from, and I can't find it. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep looking here.
Oh yeah. Tongirwe Tumo Mayambe Kechi
Wow.
on TBRC.
Yeah, there's a couple different texts there.
It's not something Indian.
One note. This is from 1933.
Who wrote it?
Nordrong Ogyen.
No.
Yeah.
Ogyen's already not good.
Associated books.
Wow, spell check just corrected me to Gira. It's learning.
Well, that's cool.
It is cool.
Oh, I found a match. Nope. Dang. It's not in Shiji Tenza, I guess.
Lojo Lexon.
Lodru Lexon. You found it in there? He's good.
From Omana Jupe. Yeah, Chirin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lodru Lexon. He's excellent.
Let's see.
What is it? What's it? It's a book?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's see. Kunken Lojon Lesson Sumle Umala Jupe Chirin Gombarab Sel Giken Umala Jupe Chirin Gombarab Sel. It's in there though.
How do you know it's in there? Is a chapter in there or something?
Yeah, well, it hit on the words. Let's see. Tongirwe Tumo Mayambe. Let's see. Here's another one.
Anywhere else you can think of to look at in our reference section?
You can watch me look for it. I mean, you might learn something, but
Someone drop that?
Yeah.
not as good as the other one. Lodru Lexon would be excellent.
Did you find two?
Yeah. One from 19.
Lodru Lexon would be great.
Okay.
If you just give me the scans, I can teach it from the scan.
Of course.
I can't find it.
Doesn't seem like we have it in our catalog. So did you check St. Pete or anything like that? Not that it matters. I'll check.
Okay, just so not to waste your time. Let's flirt with it and I'll go find it, okay? I've got some lesser explanations. I'd rather find some kappa.
Oh, this is a pretty
Okay, so,
Yeah, it is.
by the way, it'd be fun to teach from a scan.
Yeah.
Just so you guys get used to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Should I just download the full PDF and Dropbox or
Is there a
AirDrop?
page number they identified as where it starts?
Yeah, it's a whole chapter, and I just went ahead and pulled the whole chapter.
He's amazing. So if you can give me those scans, that'd be beautiful. I didn't know he wrote a book about it. He wrote the best Vinaya book ever. And he's a sleeper. Nobody knows about it.
We've come across him a couple
Yeah,
times.
he's amazing. So if you can get that, that'd be perfect for his appendix. He's
Can you
amazingly thorough.
send it to me as well? then,
Yeah,
Adam?
I mean, I'd like to have Yesh double check just to make sure it is what I think it is.
Totally.
I think that's
Show me the first scan.
okay.
Is there a page before it? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, beautiful. Let's teach from that.
Cool. Sounds
It's
good.
beautiful. He's a
Yeah.
genius. That's the best.
I'm excited.
Wow.
We did get halfway through.
I
Notes
know.
and Tunes.
But,
We'll come back to that. And we'll,
Yeah.
okay. Just make
By the way, he's got 2 more than most people.
Okay.
See, he phrased it as differences between the Prasangika and the Rangyupa.
Gyaltsab.
Yeah, here.
Right.
But classically, it's called the 8 special features of Prasangika, and most of them are as opposed to the
My,
lower school.
Yeah.
lower
Tantrika.
Okay. How are you going to get that to me?
I'll just airdrop it to you.
Yeah, airdrop. That means I have to do my advanced, forget the 1960s thing.
You know, it from the whole.
They didn't have this in the 60s?
I went
Which
to the,
60s? The 18s
let me
or the
airdrop it to him
19s?
first and then-
17.
Or you can just airdrop it
Yeah, I'll do that.
Aren't I here?
Me too, please.
Yeah,
I can
one
use
second.
Am I
I
not
mean,
here?
when you
to
have
me. No,
time.
instead of me trying to find it in TVRC.
Okay. If it's the Loader Lexang, I think it is, then you're in Fat City.
I think it's your computer that demands to use that picture of you.
Which one?
Have you?
Uh-huh.
Are you playing the air guitar?
Basically.
Or he's telling someone, come on, try and debate me.
Yeah, it's what it looks more like.
Yeah.
Probably more likely.
So
Let's
what do I
see
do
what you
now?
got.
Accept
Downloads.
it. Yeah.
I accept it.
Yeah, and then
Go
go
to
to
the
the
downloads.
downloads.
It's from the.
You can organize it by.
And where is
yeah,
it?
by most recent. Yeah.
How do I do that?
Oh, so this is
Actually, you know, I
Scroll to the top.
toggled it Lodru Lexong 8 unique qualities of the consequence school. So there it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's going over to Nick.
Yeah.
And we should have it input, Nick. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
This is your way to.
Immediate.
No, that was for.
And I apologize for the delay. I had last night I was having a party with some guy online, Nick.
Don't
I
worry.
was trying to get this done.
It-
The real estate agent's coming
Not
now
yet,
at
no.
6
Oh yeah, I heard
to
about it.
negotiate. So,
Got it, Adam. Thank you.
What's his name? Nick.
Thank you for finding it.
Uh,
Don't you think so?
Oh, wow, this is
Well, we had fun last night getting it all worked out.
yeah.
I think Word and Upala put in a late night.
Yes, it helps.
Tim.
Why? All you had to do was.
Oh, we had to split it into 3 and.
We had to figure out how to split the volume.
Oh, that was nice.
We had
Okay.
to create new titles, covers, table of contents.
Okay, I apologize for the delay. Let's go. So this book by this author is, there you go. Let's read it.
Tangyor we tun mong nagin pe kane sok shepa.
Translate.
Okay. Tangyor we tun mong. So this is the Mayin point. What stuff that difficult points not shared? An explanation of difficult points that are not shared with the Prasangika school.
Yeah, so this Tumo Mayamba means unique.
Uh-huh.
Unique to.
Yeah, unique
So-
to.
Difficult points, unique to the Prasangika.
Oh, isn't it not? Oh.
No, it's
Where
unique
did I
to.
get
Right.
that
It's
from?
of the Prasangika which
Oh.
weren't shared with
Oh,
other.
okay,
Yeah.
got
Okay.
it. Kumar Mayin, thank you. Yeah. Sokshepa.
Somebody's gonna search for this line. Okay.
Kangchiran. Sure.
In case we have it in.
Kangshir.
No, it might be Tengu, it might be Tsongkhapa.
Kakpa.
We have, it's definitely somewhere.
Kangchir Rangshin Ki Te Mi Kak. No. Kak Ba Shesok Lo.
Shlok.
Shlo. Yeah. Shloka. Got it. Shloka Chik Gi Kap Sungar Har Sum Tar Sum
Dar.
Tar Sum Le Dang Po.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is poetry. He's quoting some verse.
A single
he
verse.
tells
Yeah.
us it's a single verse.
Shloka Chik.
Yeah, shloka is the Sanskrit word for a verse.
Uh-huh.
Usually 4 lines of Tibetan. Usually 2 lines of Sanskrit.
Yeah.
But the meter is standard. Da ba 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 or ba 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 ba. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Kanchi rashi kite Mingakpa. Did you find it?
No.
Come on.
Where are we looking?
Sorry, I didn't find
In
it.
the
Tengi or
here.
Sumbun?
I wasn't looking because
Someone wrote a verse about the 8 qualities. Unique.
I didn't find
And
it.
we'll look for it later. Okay?
Okay.
For the reason that they don't deny by its own nature. We don't know what he's talking about yet. Okay? This one verse, in the context of this verse, okay? As I gave above 3 sections,
Yeah.
I already treated the first one. Here's the second one. This is the crux of the matter.
Tangerwe Luki Jukta Nam San Par Chepe Tamcha Chimpoge Sunwa Penche
Let's do this one. Tiangirwe Luk.
Tangerwe, the system of the Prasangikas.
Yeah. Duptanam.
The comparative philosophies, the schools.
Yeah. Of the Tiangirwas. The school of the Prasangika.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the tenet-
Chimpa Chepa means which typify or exemplify.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Sumba Chepa, which exemplify. There are 8 great positions.
Cool.
Damcha. Okay. And we're
Cool.
going to identify them.
Wow. Nice.
Okay.
Penjikile Shikpe Dejai Ki Nam Min Ki Jebu Kepar Tenpa Dang Dusum Ki Nam Shak Shepa Sumle.
Hang on, slow down.
Sorry.
I think he says he did it earlier.
Uh-oh.
Penjiki. So he promised to identify the 8 great positions. Then he's going to talk about 3 subjects, okay? Penjiki le shikbe, the ending
Of projecting
of
karma.
a projected karma.
Yeah.
The stopping of a projected karma itself has a result.
Wow. Death.
Okay?
Denja Leki Denja.
How is it that the stopping of a penjiki le creates a karmic result?
How is it that the stopping of a karma creates a karma result?
That's a conundrum. Okay, how can the stopping of a karma create a result? And if it doesn't stop, how could it create a result?
Yeah.
And Dusunki Namshat means they have a unique presentation on time.
The 3 times?
Past, present,
Past,
and
present, and
future.
future.
They have a unique presentation. The Prasangika.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sumle, of these 3, okay,
Where are we? I'm sorry.
of these 3 subjects, Sumle,
Similar.
first subject, the 8 great positions. Second subject, how is it that when a karma stops, it can cause a result?
Yeah.
And third, how to explain the 3 times.
Yeah.
These are thorny issues,
Yeah.
okay?
And
And
they don't
the
seem
one
particularly
of the
connected.
3 that we're interested in is the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we? And he says, Daboni di shing del to give a shesin. I already talked about that.
We gotta go find a previous volume of his
Where
work.
did he talk about that?
Yeah. 'Cause this
Well, this is page 289.
Okay.
Hey, sorry. I mean, I can go and see if I can find it.
Yeah.
This is the whole section out of the book that was called.
He doesn't treat it here.
Wow.
oh well.
The whole thing.
What is it? Like, what's its little
Other
short title?
books in this book.
Of what?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
All I got is the title of the section, which is purported to be the. It just says difficult, unique ideas of the Prasangika.
No, when he talks about the 8.
All he said was, I'm going to teach you the 3 things. The first is the 8. The second is how karma stops and creates a result.
How many pages?
The
is
third is, well, I'm on page 290.
within the 17 pages.
No, but he said I already talked about it earlier.
Yeah, so we have to find
So
the
what book
previous
is this a
volume
part
of
of?
his.
Yeah.
Of his collected works.
If
perhaps?
you get me all the scans of this book, I can find it.
Yeah,
Have-
I'll do that.
This is Lodju Lecton again.
Yeah.
Do we have his collected works?
No.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have one Vinaya book by him, which is the best book ever written on Vinaya.
Should we do all this?
So I'd like this.
I mean, if you see his Sumbum,
I have a crush on this
grab
guy.
it, especially if it's a paycheck.
Yeah.
No,
it's
well, it's not going to be.
No.
BLO.
BLO,
Zero.
BLOGROS LEGS BZANG.
Yeah, if you find the scan of the woodblock print, then that would be great. They have a lot of Sumbums on there. Let's see.
Oh, it'd be so wonderful if we could get this. So look, let's go to some other ones, and we'll just get familiar with the language. Okay.
We can finish the ones we started that Gelchib J was enumerating.
Yeah, you can do that.
I mean, it's up to you, of course. I'm just making a suggestion because of time.
Let's do that. Okay.
We have 15 minutes left.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Maybe we should give you another session
Yeah.
when I have time to prepare. Okay. So can you find that whole book
This should be it.
and give it to me?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, here it comes.
Okay. And I'll try to look at it tonight. Rangluki Kelen Yume. If I have some time, in about 10 minutes.
Run with
Okay.
So,
I have just a list. But that
It's just a list. Rangluki Kelen Yume Tang. In
except-
our own system,
Yeah.
is it allowed to take a position?
Yame, in this case, means take a position.
Whether or not?
Uh-huh.
No. Kelen
Kailan
means
accept. Yeah.
is it even possible in a school which emphasizes emptiness to take a position? Because there's a famous line from the three principal paths,
Right.
beyond taking any position.
Beyond taking a position, yeah.
You know, and so a lot of people said, well, then Madhyamika Prasangika doesn't have any positions.
Right.
They
it does.
Madhyamika Prasangika asserts that it's unfeasible to take any positions about anything.
It's very zen.
For example,
Which
whether or
is an
not it's
assertion.
possible to take a position about anything.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
What's the Tibetan for position?
Kailan.
Kailan.
Oh, so in
Take
Here.
Take a position.
no,
You
it's
know.
three principal paths.
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Beyond taking any position. Here, can I translate?
Loit Tepa Kanun Mepana, I forget.
Okay.
Since we're phrasing these so far as questions, it says Rangluka, which I guess means our system. But in this case, like
in our system.
in like should I say in the system because we're trying to compare the two systems. Like
Yeah, is it
even
is there such a thing where a position of one's own school is taken?
Oh,
Okay. Is there such a thing as one's own school taking a position or not? You may. Okay.
got it.
Because isn't this like litmus? Didn't you say this is like litmus paper where you're testing each school to
Yeah.
decide on this school?
Yeah,
is-
but I would rather go through the commentaries on it
Yeah.
because they're tricky. Okay, keep going.
Yang Chuki Dam Chai Jume Dam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yongche is a concept where it's like Adam's double pancake flip. So, and it's sometimes it's called Rangche Yongche or something like that. But it means where you establish something by elimination.
Okay.
Okay. So whether or not we can take positions based on the elimination of things.
Okay.
Okay. Excluding, yeah.
We can establish. We can take a position.
based on
Yeah. Got it.
Establishing something by excluding.
Number 7.
Ranglu-
These are interesting to Gyaltsab J because he was a logician. He was a logician first.
Yeah. You sure was.
Can you deny? Do we accept the feasibility of simply denying another's position without asserting our own? Is it feasible to deny another's positions without laying out your own?
Yeah.
We say, they say no.
Cool.
I don't understand the wording of number 8. Teongir ki damcha means the assertion of the Teongir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Simple assertion of the Teongir.
Is there one or not? Yeah.
And I don't know what it refers to. I'd rather see an explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Next one's easy. Sangye la rangi ki yeshi kilyan milyan. Can we or should we not accept that a Buddha can have wisdom in their mind?
Mm.
And that's a serious debate by some people.
The problem is,
Yeah, and he doesn't go into them. I've read ahead and he doesn't clarify.
Okay.
He just makes comments about them.
Just naming them.
He doesn't treat them. He just lists them and then he makes a few arguments about them.
Mm-hmm.
But not all of them. Rangre Keleminan, that's easy.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's weird. I don't.
Number 10?
do we accept
Oh.
perception or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we or do we not accept our perception?
Which we assume is the answer is no. Could be a big surprise if we decide yes. Oh, direct. No.
Okay, you want to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
The blind leading the blind.
Keshe, did you look in Ben's book? Because that one's not cataloged, but his comparative philosophy probably might get into the differences between.
It's possible.
I have this book for you that you like. That
I
does-
like loader
But
lexicon.
for me to give it to you, I need your airdrop. But I can give it to you later. But I can't seem to. It's too big for me to email to you.
You want a flash drive?
Uh,
Let's do it later.
let's do it later.
Okay, De La Chimenini.
Okay,
It's
tell me
tempting
the-
to say the last two were tacked on.
Uh-huh.
Because traditionally it's 8.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he says the last two,
Power long me.
is equivalent
Mhm.
to establishing the difference between Prasangikas and Svatantrikas.
Yeah.
Bawan Long Me. I'm not even sure it's spelled correctly.
Power long
Okay.
me.
It's some kind of weird thing. I don't know. I never heard of it.
Uh-huh.
I'm suspicious about it. Okay. We can just do words, but I don't like it. Kelen.
Kelen yeme kyang bemriki kedun jok na zepatsamo.
It doesn't make sense to me yet. But anyway, it says Kelen Yumekyang. Whether or not they can have a position.
Uh-huh.
So it's referring to that one, I guess. Pemriki kedu jogna. If you establish a difference between physical matter and mind. Zepat samo. It's just something pretty to do.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, I don't know what he's talking about.
Uh-huh.
You want to just keep going through words? We can.
Up to you, Vishnu. Whatever you think will be the most
It's
helpful.
uncomfortable.
We can take Ben's text and just put it up on the screen and take a look at that. The one that he's got.
Let me do it myself because it's going to take a long time.
Mhm.
Let's do words, okay? Turba dan turbani. Kyan mitete.
6 and 7.
Let me cut this somewhere.
We have the 2 of 6 and 7.
Yeah. 6 and 7 are what?
Mite incorrect.
Something about that position based on exclusion. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not you can deny another person's position without taking one yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Something about them are incorrect.
Yeah. They are also problems with number 6 and number 7.
Kunsop chepe kapsu yongche ki dam chat dang
Yeah. Kunzop Chepe Kapsu means when you limit your examination to deceptive reality.
Yeah.
We already had Dendam Chepe Kap, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you limiting your discussion to deceptive reality, okay, Kapsu. Yong Chuki Damja, a position which is characterized by what you deny, okay? Rangluk Tankyewe Kyang Kelan. Our own, those who accept Prasangika as their own school, they already accept that. Okay? And if you're talking about the concept of exclusion to a state of mind which is operating in logic, ignore, this might be misspelled.
Ignore.
Okay, yeah, if it's Rick, it means something totally different. Okay. Anyway, the Svatantrikas never accepted that one anyway. So how can you say it's a difference between the two? It's somehow a defective list, maybe. You see,
Yeah,
that's why I'd rather get the correct list.
He's just criticizing it.
I got a hit in the uncatalogued data. Kuncho Gyeltsin.
Kuncho Gyeltsin. Let me see it. But I prefer London next time I'll be in there. Yeah, it doesn't explain it. Okay, go ahead, read.
Where were we?
Right.
So, Sherchin, Sherchin?
No, Lopun.
Oh, Lopun. Lopun Chempo, Lekten, Cheki, Jeki, Suki Kyewa Medo, Nyamdu Chuna, Sherchin La Chuki, Suki Kyewa Mepa, Yuto.
Sorry.
Sorry. Nyamna, Sherchin La Mi Chu Te. Te. Rigno Kyewa Ngopa Yinki, Keme Minju Par Sumpeichi.
Okay, this is weird. Suki Kiwa Medo, Nyamdu. When you think to yourself, physical matter never starts, okay? We can say that your mind is operating in the mode of the perfection of wisdom. But when you say there does exist the fact that matter doesn't start, okay, you are not operating in the perfection of wisdom. Okay, let's say it again. Suki Kiwa Medo Nyamdu Chuna. If you examine things and say there is no starting of physical matter, physical matter never exhibits starting, then your mind is operating in the perfection of wisdom.
Yeah.
But if you say it this way, there does exist the absence of starting among physical matter, then you are not operating in the perfection of wisdom.
If you do say that there does exist physical matter,
there does exist the absence of starting of physical matter. That's not examining emptiness anymore. Maybe because it's operating in a positive and not a negative.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it? Because the first one was what?
You're saying that it just never started.
There does not exist any starting of things,
right?
Of physical things.
Right.
That's wisdom mode.
Yeah.
There does exist an absence of starting for physical things. That's not wisdom mode anymore.
Right.
Okay. Med chite ringor kiwa kopa yinki. Keme mi tu prasambechen. What we are doing is refuting the idea that, and now I accept it as Rick's.
You see why it's Rick?
Okay, yeah. It is Rick's. Okay, to a mind operating in logic. Okay, Rick more. to a mind operating in logic.
Yeah.
We are denying starting of things. Okay? But it's not that we are establishing that nothing starts. Okay? We're disproving that things could start, but we're not proving that nothing starts.
In the perfection of wisdom mode? Well, we don't know yet.
Right. In the perfection of wisdom.
Yeah. But we're not proving that things don't start.
We're not proving that things don't start. We're proving that it's not true that
Yeah,
they start.
got it.
We're disproving that they start, but we're not proving
Proving that they don't start.
that they don't start.
It's time, Geshe-la, but we could do a little more.
You want to wander one more
Gawking, we're
line?
not proving.
One more line. Where are we? Dana.
You want to read?
Dana.
And I'm sorry, I didn't prepare
It's
it.
okay.
I didn't have time.
Dana. Te chok mi dang po tar yin la. Te yang che chen la. Tunang yu me yin te. Rang yu ki tak yu me ni. Tarngol chingol gi tunang du shi che chen. Drup ma drup la rak le pei chiro.
Okay. Dena techo ni dampo yin la. Therefore, the correct position is according to the former and not the latter. Deyang chuchen la tunang yeme yente. And that also relates to the question of whether the two parties in an argument ever see the object under consideration as the same thing.
There's mixed vocabulary.
Right.
Yeah. Rangi kita yemeni. And the discussion of whether there even exists a truly independent reason, meaning one that can operate from its own accord, depends upon, Rakle, the question of whether or not the two debaters can even see a common object.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So he's tying them all together.
Yeah. Right.
Somehow he's tying them all together. Okay.
Yeah.
Rockland here's
Yeah.
a question?
Sorry? Oh, Raklepa means it depends upon.
Yeah, it depends upon. Okay.
Yeah. It's an old word for temba.
There were 61 hits for Tokyo Watomo Mayimbe Kiechage, and they are cataloged.
Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Again, I'm sorry I didn't get ready for that. I want to do a nice job on the 8 because they're sexy. I'm afraid what happens is they spend 20 pages on the first one.
Yeah.
And then they throw in the others later, and it's hard to find a list that someone just gave 8, you know.
Oh God, thank you. Sashi
Puki Jushin Meto Cham Rirabling Shin Yinbeg Yempadi Sangye Shingdu Mikte Owargi Jokun Namdak Shingla Chuparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami
Kewa
Di Kewokun Sanam Yeshe Tsotsoshin Sanam Yeshe Lechungwe Tamba Kunyi Toparsho Shmoki Dogi. Why are we on these 8 in the middle of a text about the Hinayana?
Because he
We're
happened
talking about
to mention the
subconjugal
word
reasoning.
rangu.
Yeah.
Ranguki.
He started talking about independent reasons. And he's
Why
like,
did he start talking about information?
He just said rangu. And then he was like, oh, by the way, the rangupas.
I forgot why he was talking about
I said,
Rangu.
while we're on that subject, let's discuss
It
the
was just a
differences
total
between.
tangent.
Well, because he was talking about whether or not offering the reasoning that if if things were the way they appeared, then everyone would already be free. And is that Rangyupa or is it a Telangirwa?
Yeah.
Oh, right. The older Tibetan commentator named
Shang Tang
Tang
Sangpa.
Sampa.
It's a wrong
He said it's not a tongue gear. He's like, that's not even a tongue gear. It's a
It's
wrong
not
gear.
a Tengyo or a wrong la Drakpe Tensei.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Self-powered.
Question posed to oneself.
Right.
Rather, it's a thing with an
Independent.
independent reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gyaltsab just starts going off on that.
Yeah.
Lama, I'd like to give you this text.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll sit with it. I have time actually now.
Take yourself off the screen if you
Suddenly
want.